We are here ready to hem Chelsea's skirt. She's got the zipper installed, the hook and bar set attached to the side, and this pattern was a skirt length pattern. So it's got a lot of flexibility, and it really depends on how tall you are and what kind of look you're going for, how high you want to hem this skirt. Lots of people like to start hemming their skirts by measuring from the waistband down. And if we were to start doing that on Chelsea, we might find that we get that nice placement here, set kind of right above your knee.
Yeah, there's my knee.
So if we start doing that and go, I'm just gonna pin this way, pin that up. You can always get this pretty close and then readjust. So if we were to measure from waistband down to this point all the way around, what we're going to find, if you just turn to the side for a moment, what we're going to find is that this distance here to here, depending how curvy you are on the backside, is going to lead to a high-low hem, with the back being, in this case, low and closer to Chelsea's waistline than we want. So measuring this way on some skirts and on some bodies is not going to be your friend. So what we would like is the hemline to be level to the floor. So we're going to get Chelsea to stand nice and straight, and we're going to measure from the floor up so we have a flat line all the way around. When we actually go and measure that out after, we're going to find that we've got slightly more distance in the back, but it's going to account for the shape of the body inside the clothing. So the joy of making clothing for ourselves is we can adjust for those things and add that little bit of length in the back, or add a little bit of extra length in the front to get over a bust line. So we're going to measure up from the floor. And if you want to just turn to the front, we'll figure out the sweet spot here. I'm going to just move forward on the stool a little. Get that front marking nice and close. Your knees right there.
Yes, that is where my knee is.
Okay. So we want to be just above your knee, is what you were saying?
Yep.
Flip that over to oh no. This particular yardstick measures in centimeters. And I can measure from the bottom or the top. So we're 21 from this end of the ruler, or 79 centimeters from the floor. So that's going to be our magic measurement all the way around. So I'm actually just going to go through, let this hem back down for a moment. And we're going to mark where we want that fold line to be on the hem. And mark every 3 to 4 inches. And then we'll go around and smooth that out once we're set. We can draw the line on to make sure we haven't done anything super wonky.
Otherwise, it might look like a witch skirt.
Yeah. I'm going for a tattered edge on this? I don't think so. Turn about 45 degrees that way. So hiding in some old sewing boxes, there are stands that will stand on the floor to mark your hem, which would make it easier to do this on your own.
Sure would.
You want to turn another little bit? And we're not fighting with the drape of the skirt here, we're just working with it. So it's hanging as it will be off the body. And as long as Chelsea doesn't wildly change her posture, this should work great.
And now is my time to start hunching, right?
Doing jumping jacks, all those things. Don't do those while somebody's marking your hem on your skirt.
It'd be quite misleading.
Okay, you want to turn again? Just a little bit. So other times where this might be super advantageous, if you have pretty big inconsistencies between the left and right side of your body, like a drop shoulder or a high hip or something, measuring the hem of your skirt this way can help you balance how garments hang so that they're working for you, not against you. Do you want to turn a little bit more? If I wasn't doing this on camera, I would just roll my chair all the way around. A little bit more. So when we've got this all pinned, we're going to take the skirt off and draw the line on to make sure it's smooth. There's a fair bit of fabric coming off here, so my suggestion is that before we actually cut this to length and figure out if it's what we want, we're going to trim off most of the bulk. I'll put the skirt back on, double check. So we can leave the pins in and then use the pins to help fold up the hem. And then we'll know if we need to readjust a little bit once we're closer in length. A little bit more. Oops. Hot tip of the day is a pin cushion attached to your wrist, which I believe we have. That's what we're going to use for the next time we do this.
I like it. Maybe I'll make my next one out of regular cotton.
Turn a little bit more. Almost back to the start. Now we've got a very stabby skirt,
My favorite kind of skirt.
but if we start looking around, this is a big circle skirt. These are going to not necessarily be the same distance away from the current hem all the way around. 20 centimeters there. Do you want to spin to the back? And we're down to about 16 centimeters being cut off at the back. So there's about a 4 centimeter difference or inch and a half difference between the front and the back. And that's just to account for body shape.
Peace.
And it's the perfect body shape. It's Chelsea shaped.
It is Chelsea shaped.
So we just roll with it.
I am
Make
not
the
a
clothes
cookie cutter.
Make the clothes to fit you. So we're gonna get this pressed and draw a line on there. You connect all those dots with chalk and a straight-ish ruler. We'll see how close we are.
That sounds fun.
And then we'll trim. We'll be blind hemming this, so we'll need about an inch.
An inch below there.
An inch below there is where we'll actually want to cut for a real cut, but I'd rather you cut like 2 inches below that right now, so we can pin up and make sure you're happy with the height.
Sounds like a good plan.
So,
Cut many times versus having to recut the whole skirt.
right, because if you cut here right now, Chelsea's got a mini skirt that she won't be comfortable wearing at work.
No, no, no. That would be much too many.
Yes. So there we go. We'll check in for the next little segment, and we'll show you the next couple steps.
Bye.